The race for 2026 Best Driver is well and truly on, and no more so than the guys at Titleist dropping the price of what could have already been one of the best clubs. Hi everyone, my name's James Robinson and welcome back to this YouTube channel. Today you join us at a lovely Lindrick Golf Club because I want to talk brass tacks. That means money, because a lot of the new drivers coming out in 2026 are $600, $700, $800. That's a lot of money. Now, if they work and they allow you to hit more fairways, pick up club head speed, pick up ball speed, drop that spin rate, and of course, hit longer drives, it could well be money well spent. But are we on the cusp of something new from the guys at Titleist? Because we all know the GT drivers have been phenomenal anyway throughout last year. And in the US, we've seen a huge price drop by up to $200. I don't usually talk money, but today we are going to do just that because I assume this has to happen in the UK as well, but I haven't seen it so far. I've seen it just in the USA. Now, we look at something like the brand new Ping G440 K drive, which we're going to compare this with today, because I feel like if we can bring you a video that could maybe save you a bit of money, but also get you into the perfect driver for the year, everybody's a winner. So guys, make sure you do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done already. Throw a like on this video and comment below which one could you see yourself using in 2026, especially for $449 or $650 to $700. We're going to talk dollars because, like I said, I'm not sure if it is a US thing. I'm not sure if it has to be a worldwide thing really, doesn't it, Bob? Do you think? But we look at the 440K and it's just a plethora of carbon, a smorgasbord of carbon. There's lots of carbon on it. So we have triaxial carbon on the sole there. You can see that is designed to obviously allow them to spread discretionary weight wherever they want it. And we also have triaxial carbon on the top. That might be forged carbon actually, because it's forged carbon stronger than triaxial carbon. So if you do that, it's okay. Right, we haven't had a practice swing, but this is what these drivers are all about, isn't it, Bob? Get out here, pat it down the middle on the first hole, and away we go. Have you seen that? That is outrageously straight down the middle of the fairway. Ball speed isn't too high because it's the first swing of the day, but spin's really good, and that's going to run out to 261 yards with the first swing of the week because it's Monday. So what do you want from a driver? Because we all know that the Titleist driver has been good in fittings. The GT3 for me has always worked pretty well comparable to last year's models. We will have a look at what it's like to this year's models as well when we go down to the guys at SGGT. But Titleist always makes something that looks traditional that I think a lot of golfers do like the idea and the prospect of. So same 9-degree head, same 6.0 shaft, just a little bit cheaper now. I've got no idea where those two swings have come from, but I'm really, really hoping that they do not evade us before Mauritius at the end of the week because that's outrageous. So here we've got a little bit more ball speed. This could be because it's the second swing of the day, not the first swing of the day. Very good spin rate again, and 275 total. So the Titleist straight off the bat there, providing us with some excellent value. Should we go and see where they've exactly finished? They're as central as it comes, Bob. I hope people are watching. Anybody? Ryder Cup? No. Let's go. Right, two phenomenal drives down this opening hole. Chris can't believe it. Chris was with us today doing a bit of filming by himself. They're unbelievable shots, aren't they? Fantastic. Usually you do kind of feather it off the right a little bit, but two great shots with the Ping and the Titleist respectively. Obviously the Titleist being down in price, is that changing your estimations of where you're going to spend your money in 2026? You can see there is that difference that we showed you on the full swing. Also, if anyone wants to check out the full swing, it is linked in the description below. I'm really enjoying using it. It's easy to plonk down, it's easy to get facts and figures like that. And I do think with the Titleist and the ball flight that's on screen now, I did notice with the GT2, it's easier to flight it down, drop that spin rate a little bit, and of course gauge that ball speed. I think with the Ping, it does launch that a little bit higher, that little bit easier, which is great for most golfers if you want a really easy to hit club. If you want the lower spin rate and more power, and the forgiveness, and save money, stay tuned, because that's what we're investigating right now. So why would Titleist be dropping the price on these clubs? We know they've been around for a little bit, we know that they're still the current range, and we also know how good they have been performing. Does it mean something else is coming? Because a lot of the time, if a company's sat on stock and they want to shift the old stock for the new stock to come through, that's what a company would do. Usually It's October, September, October for Titleist. That's what kind of usually happens. We haven't seen a GT1 yet, so that could be something that may well be coming in this lineup, because we had the TSI one, the TSR one, and we know that that's kind of the more forgiving version, the 10K capability version. So that may be the one that's more comparable with the Ping when it comes out, if it comes out. I haven't heard anything of that, but it does potentially make you wonder. So let's have another comparison on this second hole. Wind's off the right, so we'll try and play a bit of a draw up this hole. That stayed out to the right a touch, but I'll tell you what, I've struck it really nicely again. I think that might have just gone through into the rough. Very, very similar. So ball speeds in the mid 150s. It's cold today, 247 carry, 3-2 spin, 274 total. So the total is 1 yard off the first shot with, I'll be honest, a bit more of a miss hit. You can see that was out towards the toe there. I'm quite surprised the what? The tee marks on the face is disgusting. It's awful. But the adjustability you get with the Ping, we can move that tungsten weight to the toe of the heel. It doesn't move a lot. Like the track on a club, I'm quite surprised that we have that, because clubs often try to stay away from that now, because it does use up more of that discretionary weight than if you plug a weight out and plug it back in. I do love the look of the Ping on top minus the turbulators. That's a really good shot. That's right into the bottleneck of this fairway. And I must admit, I really, really like the feel and the sound of this Ping driver. It performs, I think, really nicely. You can see very comparable numbers to the Titleist, just shy of 250, 2.7 spin, ball speed around the 155, 275 toe. So there's only 1 yard in it that time, but the Ping has taken it. That makes it one apiece in this test. However, the Ping coming in at quite a way more expensive, depending where you are in the world. They have to do it everywhere, don't they?
I think so.
You'd think they have to do it everywhere. Guys, comment below, where is the Titleist GT driver in price wherever you are? And if it's down at $449, could you see yourself picking it up? Okay, so the really interesting proposition I have for you about this video is, where would you go with your money? Because would you go $449 with this? Would you spend that extra $150, $250 on lessons, on green fees towards your membership, or even on a holiday, a golf holiday, try and make some memories? Or would you go for the new Ping? I could have done this video with, I had the TaylorMade in the car, I had the new PXG, which is a fantastic driver, I had Callaway, how can we get Callaway? All around that same price point. And really, have Titleist just had an absolute marketing dream and going, you know what, undercut them. Maybe. It hurt my mouth, that. Have they just had that dream, Bob? What do you think? I don't know, Jeff, is they? Right, Ping. We're into the wind, so not expecting too much. I've hit that really good, by the way. That should carry them bunkers. It has launched high again, which is the one thing that you might say. Very, very similar. The spin was a bit high, it launched a bit high. Ball speed's around the kind of 155, so not the most ball speed we're ever going to generate. 277 total, one of the longer ones we've had today with the Ping. I do sometimes get ball speeds up towards that kind of 160. It is cold today. We haven't had a warm-up at all. Those aren't excuses. That's just looking at the facts and figures of the test so far. And to be honest, I'm a huge believer that the Titleist is one of the best drivers still out there. If they are to replace it, I think they'll be doing so just to get back in the rat race of new product hype, but I don't think they will. And this is me just totally kind of spitballing and guessing that I think we might see something seeding in September, October. I think we might see a GT1. Because the GT280 is still at the high price bracket, isn't it? So the GT branding must still be staying. Right, 277 to beat. It's a really good drive. It was a bit toey, so that might help spin and drop it a bit. The ball speed is exactly the same. The spin has dropped, but it's not helped carry. Fastest clubhead speed we've had, but because the spin's dropped, it's kind of dipped out the air a bit. 277, exactly the same. Guys, what do you think to Titleist dropping the price of the GT drivers in the United States of America and maybe elsewhere around the world? Get in the comments below and let us know. But apart from that, thank you once again for all of your time. I'll see you all at the same time tomorrow. Just call me James 277. We'll go get them.